So, good evening, everyone. We're here with Mr. Junji Kumada, one of the uh, top engineers of NHK. Then he's already retired, and he's been visiting the Philippines for so many times to help in the channel planning. Not only the Philippines, but he also done the channel plan for South American countries using ISDB-T. He's also the one who invented and patented the high definition technology in the late 70s. So a recipient of the IEEE award for his contribution. So we're here to talk about the journey of Kumada-san as an engineer. Many of us were not yet born when he started his practice. So we're very lucky that he accepted this opportunity to talk about and document some of the highlights of his career. So, Kumada-san, thank you for accepting my request.
Okay. Thank you for James. My name is Junji Kumada, and I worked for NHK, that is the Japanese public broadcaster, for a long time, for more than 40 years, 45 years, something like that. And my career started with the field engineer, like a cameraman or a video technician, something like that. After that, I moved to the science and technology laboratories in NHK. And when I got into the laboratory, I saw the first time that there are some preliminary type, prototype HDTV system. I was very surprised that there's some CRT display. And
What year was this? This was what year do you think?
Oh, that was 1976 or something like that.
1976, okay. So there was already a prototype for some high definition?
Not a prototype, I said just experimental.
Okay.
And once I look at that picture, some engineer or research engineer put the newspapers, just paper, on the CRT shape. Wow, what are they researching? I was very surprised. And I go to the close to the CRT, then I saw the noise. Oh, noise, that means it's not a paper, it's a television.
Okay.
Okay, that's my first impression on the HDTV. Then I turn my mind, I'm also researching HDTV. That means that it's not a newspaper. Okay, it's a real television system. And after that experience, I want to go into the research engineer for high definition HDTV.
So you became interested on what you saw and you wanted to contribute in the research for that one also?
Yes.
Okay.
And then when the TV system, the experiment system, has a scanning line of 2000 something like that.
2000.
2000.
So it's not even 1080 yet, or 1125 is not yet. So there's no standard yet.
Yeah, just for example purposes. And so, after I get into the laboratory, 2 or 3 years later, I engaged into develop HDTV camera. And my first camera was developed in 1978 or 1979, maybe 9. And it's a very big one, you know. You have a smartphone, okay. and you have the smartphone equipped with a very high resolution camera.
CMOS, yeah.
Okay, CMOS, and maybe size is this size.
Mm.
But my camera was this size and weight is more than 60 kilograms,
Okay.
including if you include the lens
Mm.
and the stand.
So the 70 kilograms is just a camera unit without the viewfinder, without the lens?
Without lens.
Wow. So you have to put it like into a pneumatic pedestal, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
And the power consumption maybe is too high also.
I don't remember. But in total, more than 100 kilograms. Yes. So I was very happy to see the same picture with a very small camera.
Okay.
And in 1981 or 80, I don't remember, but something like that, the NHK decided to make a demonstration in the United States.
Mm.
This is the first abroad demonstration of the HDTV demonstration abroad.
It was showcased during the NAB, most likely in Las Vegas.
Oh no, it's a special demonstration.
Ah, okay.
Okay, held by CBS.
Mhm. So CBS was like the popular TV network then in the United States in the 80s.
Of course.
Okay.
In that time, United States, they have made three major broadcasters: CBS,
ABC,
ABC, and NBC.
NBC.
Anyway. And we make some demonstrations. And here is some famous movie director, Francis Ford Coppola.
I know him.
You
Yeah.
know him?
I know the name, but I don't know him personally.
Oh,
Okay.
And he was very interested in the HDTV. Probably.
He's a film guy.
Yeah, of course. And okay, she asking me or my boss how to use this system into film or something like that. And I was very happy because Mr. Coppola invited us to their own house.
Oh,
And it's a
Beverly Hills, most probably.
I don't remember that. But the demonstration was held in San Francisco. Maybe he has many houses.
He's a popular director during that time. He's very popular.
Of course. Very famous. And yeah, and I had a good wine.
Good wine.
Yeah, it's my first time to drink such a beautiful wine.
Yeah.
And then I turned my mind from beer to wine. Okay, that's my first experience in the United States. And we have several such kind of demonstration over the country, United States and China, what is Europe, Geneva, something like that. And my job was changed from the research engineer to the international conference, international, let's say, meeting, international activity.
Yes.
To discuss about this HDTV. It's an ITUR, international ITUR. So I was working for the ITR more than, I started in 1970 and 85 to retire to solar.
Were you sad that you have to leave your post as a research engineer? Were you sad that you have to change into like a representative for the ITU for standardization?
But, not only the ITUR. Okay, I worked for the ITUR half an hour, and the rest of half an hour I used to still.
You still continue with your.
Yeah.
That's on your personal capacity, right? Because you have, they changed already your job. So you're performing two tasks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not two, maybe three, four many tasks because I have interested in many fields.
Mhm.
Okay, but the NHK do not say you should do this.
Mhm.
It's up to me. What I want to, I have interest in, NHK allow me to do so.
So you have the freedom.
Yes, yes. But very low income.
That's
Anyway, and we have, I have several experience in ITR. The the most big discussion in the ITR is the HDTV. Okay? We, Japan and United States, support the HD system with a scanning line of 1125 line.
inventor, which was the start, right?
Yeah, and the European people want to have a scanning line with scanning line of 1250.
1250.
So we have a big discussion about 1125 versus 1250.
So there should be a compromise, right?
No. It's not a compromise.
No, I mean eventually you need to have a common scanning line for both, because I think at that time Europe's basis was the PAL system. That's why they have the 1250 lines.
Yes, twice. Because the Arab system uses 625.
625.
The twice.
And the Americans, Japan, and the Philippines uses 525 line system.
Not 1050, not 1125. First, we have our proposal at 1125, not 1050. Okay, anyway. And in 1990, the ITR produced a new recommendation. The number is recommendation 709. It's a very famous or basic.
709.
709.
This is the ITOR BT 709.
That's
Okay.
right. Exactly. And in that first version of 709, doesn't have a scanning line. Yeah,
Because it's not yet resolved,
yes.
so they cannot publish it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have 27 items to be decided, and
At that time, how many of the 27 items has been resolved? Zero.
No. So we have 77,
70.
27 items,
Mhm.
and 25 items agreed,
Agreed. So the
Only
last two
two.
items is one is scanning lines.
and another the field rate.
Okay, field rate.
It was,
So the field rate here in the Philippines, well, the line rate is 60 hertz, but for colored is 59.94.
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Okay.
About 60.
About 60.
Okay, so we have a big discussion between the European and the Japan, United States, 50, 60, 50.
So let's just be clear. Japan and the United States have common standards for this
Yes.
one. So it's just trying to marry it with the one that the Europeans want. Okay? Okay.
And then in 1995 or something like that, because at that time we have perfect systems using the 1125 line, and the Europeans try to produce such kind of systems, but they are not so succeed. And what's say? Oh, I remember that in 1991, the Soviet people, Russian people died. Okay, Japan and European people in Europe fighting. Okay, I will judge. I will give a judgment. So please bring your equipment to Moscow. And so in Moscow, we have big assessment test.
This was the time of Mikhail Gorbachev, who is the premier of USSR.
Yeah, in that time, the Soviet Union was almost destroyed. And
Not yet, or destroyed already.
No. With,
Yes, because
Yes.
the Berlin Wall already fell at that time.
the future, yeah, Mikhail Gorbachev is the president
Mm.
at that time. And my anyway, I don't like
Yeah,
such a
politics,
stuff,
okay.
okay. And we have a big studio, and one side we have our
System.
camera and system, and the other side your system.
So I'm curious, what's the camera of the Europeans that they developed?
Which one?
You don't remember? Maybe it's a Philips, right? Almost likely.
Maybe Philips or Siemens. I don't remember, but
Okay.
anyway.
So, and though your camera, your first HDTV camera, who manufactured it?
About that, maybe it's Sony.
Sony. Okay.
Sony or my camera, I don't remember,
Mm.
but anyway. And it's a funny story. Okay. I participated that demonstration or assessment in
Mhm.
Japan. And from Europe, Italy guy, the famous broadcaster, Rai.
Rai.
Rai, yeah.
Yeah, Italian.
Rai. And camera manufacturer from Germany,
Mhm.
invited by Soviet Union. Others, all three countries.
Yeah. So there's no British guy.
No Brazil, no America.
Yeah, or French.
Well, okay. But anyway, and we have such kind of test.
Mm.
But you know, the Russian people cannot make a judgment because
Because their basis for the judgment is just visual, right? Just the eye.
yeah, I know. We have a so-called diorama.
Okay.
Okay, diorama.
Mhm.
And we shoot the camera, make a display, and the assessor watch the diorama on display and shutter, the turn to face, the monitor,
It's like a lab rat.
yeah, and check the point.
Yeah.
And it's a 1125 system, 350 system.
Mhm.
I don't remember the exact result, but almost the same score.
The same score.
Almost.
Because of the difference at that time, that person who's making the observation should have a very sharp,
Regular people.
just regular people. So this is like what we call the focus group discussion, like when a certain product is.
The basic assessment should be used the normal person, not the expert.
So this normal Russian person.
Not normal Russian person.
So similar, when a new product is going to be introduced to the market, usually they make a research, they invite several people and then try the product. The similar thing, yeah.
This is the basic scenario of the subjective assessment. If you use an expert, they are talking about a very small
detail, yeah.
Yeah. So it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, these small details are important to use the development or engineering research purpose. It's very good. But the television is not. Television is the system to give the some enjoyment to the.
It's for entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I say failed or succeeded, I don't know.
So nothing was accomplished because the score was identical.
Yeah, but the report, I wrote some report, some test result, and I bring it to IQR, and that is okay. Yeah.
So the Europeans did not submit anything to ITUR at that time?
Yeah, the co-writer, I and the European people.
So how it was decided eventually to have a common scanning lines and field?
It's just let's say just nonsense activity.
Nonsense.
I say because the Russian guy that in that day, Russian country doesn't have such a high quality equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So the Russian people want to bring those technology into their country.
Just to learn also.
That's around.
Mm-hmm.
And because at that time, the chairman of the ITR study group 6
Mm-hmm.
is come from Russia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's one reason.
But you were already the vice chairman of study group 6 at that time? Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. And in 1965, 66, I remember, there comes the 720P system.
720 years.
720P.
Mm-hmm.
The
Progressive.
It's comes from the Microsoft United States computer.
This is not 1965. I think Microsoft was founded in the 80s, so not 1965.
No, 1965, 1967, something like that.
Really?
In my memory may.
Okay.
Okay. Because
We'll
my
check.
memory-
Yeah, I don't think Microsoft was there already because Bill Gates would be like maybe just a child at that time. So
No, 95.
95.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
1995 Microsoft.
1996 or something like that. Okay. And we have a big discussion about this time, not only scanning lines, but also interest versus progress.
Yes.
Okay. And we have many core discussion in the United States, Europe, I don't remember all, but and but those people, 70 people, attack our systems.
Mhm.
A, your system is interest.
Mhm.
It does no longer good. A, my system progress is better.
Mhm.
And those discussion never ends. So I decided that we have to stop this kind of discussion because this discussion continues and the newspaper write those issues.
Mhm.
It damages, it might damage the penetration of the 1125 internet system. So we have better to stop the discussion. And I decided to create a recommendation, 720P recommendation.
Mhm. So you wrote.
Yes. And 70 people write their recommendation.
Mhm.
But this is a funny story that, and of course, those draft recommendation go into the ITR discussion.
For deliberation. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But this is the ITR rule. When you want to create a recommendation, before that, you have to establish so-called questions.
Mhm.
Because the question is why ITR should make research on those issues. Because there are some requirements from the over the world, something like that. Okay, though we call that it's study questions. First we establish study questions. After that, based on this question, we create a recommendation. Question is a question. The recommendation is the answer to that question.
But I have a question.
Yes.
So the 1125 system for high vision or high definition was there already, and then somebody reverted downwards going to 720p.
Yeah, that's why question, study question is very important. So we needed to establish first the study question. Okay. My idea, I wrote the question and say, the standard definition television have the number of pixels of about
80.
400,000 pixels.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
In total, okay.
in total. And in the with the high definition television, it's 2 million.
2 million.
0.4 to 2 million, the big gap. So
But if you go to 720p, that's 1 million.
1 million.
Yeah.
That's my story. Okay, there are some requirements in the world that HD and SD resolution gap too much.
Correct.
There are some requirements that they need an intermediate.
Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. That means it's
That is a 720.
yes, yes.
So when I was when I started in broadcasting, this discussion about 720p and high definition was still prevalent until early 2000. So we had a lot of vendors from Europe still talking about progressive versus interlace, and 720p is the best rather than high definition. This was already early in the early 2000.
Yeah.
And in one conference,
I don't remember. So anyway, around the 2000 year, the ITR have a recommendations, new recommendation. Okay, and that is 1543 something like that. And in the ITR world, the discussion was over because we have already 709. Okay. And 720 people, 720 people, okay, have a new recommendation. There are no need to discussion in the ITR. So in the real world, somebody, the 720p the best, it doesn't matter. It's a very small, standardization point of view. So that might snag the discussion about 720p is over with this recommendation. Recommendation is just a right or not or something like that. But the question is more important. And I have one memory. Remember that when I bring that question, 720p question, not recommendation, question into the ITR, and we have a big meeting. Before that meeting, I make an email discussion with the 720p people. It's belongs to the Panasonic in United States. Okay, I created this question. Do you agree on that? Okay, we have some discussion in internet, email, and then we agreed. Okay, then we bring it to the ITR meeting.
But that's only Panasonic.
Panasonic.
How about the others, like Sony, Ikegami, Philips, RCA? They have to agree also, right? Or you're just speaking?
No. Sony, those, do not aware of what my scenario. Okay. And the Panasonic, behind the Panasonic, there are ABC, Microsoft. That is, from from viewing from the ITR, we have already Panasonic United States. Also, I know that there are many.
Yes, of course.
And
But
also,
maybe because NBC is also supporting the Microsoft system,
No.
720?
No, ABC.
ABC.
Our ABC?
NBC.
NBC is our side.
Okay.
Okay.
So ABC is the one, 720.
720.
Okay.
And NBC, National Broadcasting Company, and CBS is our side.
Okay. So just one only. Okay.